Welcome to the Savage Podcast, episode number 7. Today we're talking about how to get Savage shredded, the Savage blueprint to get shredded fast without having to track every single calorie or starve yourself. And make sure you stay till the end because that's where I'm going to be sharing the most advanced techniques to help you get summer shredded and lose body fat the fastest so you can step into that confident, badass, sexy version of yourself. And quick tip for you guys, listen to this at 1.5 or 2x speed so it can increase your level of learning and how fast you get it. I want you to stick with me to the end. So listen to at 1.5 or 2x speed if you're in a rush and you just want to get the information faster. So going into it, most people are doing fad diets, overcomplicating their whole thing. Within my Savage Tribe, I have a lot of one-on-one clients, and within my group, Savage Tribe community, a lot of people overcomplicated. Yesterday, we were on a call, and my client Jordan, shout out Jordan if you're watching this, but he was like, "Hey, I don't know. You only gave me three options for dinner. Lean turkey and rice, chicken and potatoes, steak and potatoes, like jasmine rice, brown rice. Like, can I do more than this? Like, can you give me more meal options?" And I said, "Brother, yes, I can, and I'm more than happy to, but you're overcomplicating this." It's something that I learned, guys, I'll share with you from Tony Robbins Life Mastery. I'm part of his Ultimate Life Mastery program. This event itself costs $5,000 and it's about mastering your health and longevity. And I'll share with you guys what you want to do when it comes to any area of life, but specifically when it comes to getting shredded, your fitness and health, all that, is you want to think in principles and guidelines more than restrictions. Like, I only need to eat this, I only need to eat that. Like, it needs to be these workouts, or it's black and white, right? Many things in life are not black and white, right? It's in the gray, right? So a lot of people have black and white, all in or all out mentality. You need to get rid of that black and white, all in, all out mentality. I'm either going to hit the gym or I'm not going to work out. I'm either going to go run for 5 miles or I'm not going to run. I'm either going to stick to a super regimen diet or meal plan or I'm not going to follow one at all. It's not about that. It's about having the proper macros, calories, proteins, carbs, and fats, and having the proper food choices, right? So most people overcomplicate it, right? They have frustration around tracking their calories and macros on MyFitnessPal. They see slow progress. Right, a lot of people see slow progress and they do yo-yo dieting. Right, they follow an advanced keto diet, carnivore diet, whatever, intermittent fasting, meal plan, workout program, and they go hard for one day, 1 week, 1 month, and then they fall back off again, right? And it's because they have this all in, all out mentality because they think in black and white because they're like, I'm either gonna go crazy hard and be really strict, or I'm just gonna fall off completely, right? So we're gonna tackle that. I'm gonna give you tools that you can utilize in the real world, right? Not just in fantasy land where everything's perfect, but for you busy professionals. I work with real estate professionals, financial advisors, life insurance agents, CEOs, entrepreneurs, growth-minded, high-level, high-performing individuals, right? So this is going to be practicable even if you have a wife or a husband, even if you have kids, even if you have a business, even if you have a busy schedule. So we're going to tackle that. So number one, right? And again, guys, listen to 1.5 or 2x speed to get through this faster, whatever you can comprehend. Make sure you're taking action. So drop in the comments your main takeaways. All right, and stick with me to the end because I'm going to go over the most advanced stuff at the end. So number one is you need to have high protein first. Most of you guys already know this, but protein, when I work with my clients within my Savage Tribe, within my one-on-one coaching program, the number one thing that most people have the struggle of doing is getting enough protein. You want roughly 1 gram of protein per body pound. So if you're 150 pounds, it's 150 G's. That's 150 grams. If you're 200 pounds, that's 200 grams. If you're 170, that's 170 grams of protein. Now, I recommend most of this come from real food, right? Unless you're vegan, animal meat is best, like beef, lean turkey, chicken, right? I would say at least 75, if not 80% of your protein is coming from either from vegetables, right? You can have lentils are high in protein, beans are high in protein, where those are more vegetables. Vegetarian, if you're vegan, you eat a lot more of those. Tofu, right? But you can still get those even if you are eating meat. You can get protein from beans and lentils and tofu, right? But primarily from chicken, lean beef, lean beef, lean turkey, salmon, fish, all of that. And then you can get roughly 20% of your protein from supplements, right? Whey protein or plant-based protein, right? So you want to focus on protein first. You want protein every meal, and you want to do roughly between 30 to 50 grams of protein per meal, right? So if you're, aiming for 200 grams of protein, that's 50 grams per meal times four, right? Three of those are real foods. One of them could be 2 scoops of protein powder, right? So do roughly 30 to 50 grams of protein per meal. Okay. Whey protein helps with fat loss, keeps you satisfied and preserving muscle while you're shredding fat. All right. Number two is mindset over macros. See, this is what I personally did in May to lose 23 pounds of body fat. I went from around 205 pounds to 183, ripped and shredded for the cruise. I went on a 16-day vacation to Miami, Los Angeles, the Caribbean, Nevada, right? And I lost 23 pounds in a month, and I wasn't tracking my calories and macros because I have my fitness pal up here. I mainly was applying these advanced techniques I'm going to be sharing with you more towards the end of this podcast. Again, I'm going to share with you at the end, so stick with me to the end. But even with using these advanced techniques, I have a good idea of like, okay, I know how much roughly 30 to 50 grams of protein is. Okay, it's okay, 8 ounces of chicken. If I eat 8 ounces of chicken, 8 ounces of beef, 8 ounces of turkey, and 2 scoops of protein powder, that's going to be roughly around 200 grams of protein, right? So you don't need to be in my fitness pal every single second typing everything in, right? Even though you will get better results doing that, and a lot of you beginners are going to get a lot of value from doing that, right? You just need to have a rough idea. Okay, this is my per this I'm at 2,000 calories, 200 grams of protein, 150 grams of carbs, and 50 grams of fat. Okay. You need to have an idea. Okay, so every meal, I need to mainly focus on protein. I can have a little bit of rice, a little bit of whole wheat, a little bit of potatoes, complex carbohydrates, and then I can have a little bit of healthy fats, a little bit of avocado, a little bit of nuts, a little bit of olive oil, right? Because you have a little bit, only 50 grams of fat, right? And you're going to break that up into 3, 4 meals. And then you should track just to see if your guesstimating is on point, right? And then you can refine it over time, but you don't even need to be tracking everything as long as you're following that. That makes sense. All right. Use portion control, right? So again, you want to be focused on a higher protein diet. So boom, maybe a full scoop of boom, fistful of protein, half a fistful of carbs, and a thumb amount of fat. Olive oil, nuts, coke, avocados, right? Half a handful or half a palm size of rice, potatoes, right? Complex carbohydrates, and then a full fistful of lean chicken, lean turkey, lean beef. I map all of this out for my custom people that are in my Savage tribe and people that are in my one-on-one coaching program in their meal plan. All of you guys that are watching this, right? We break down portion control, right? Fist size of protein, half of a palm size of carbs, complex carbs, and a thumb size of nutrition. I also have a free program down below, guys. You can check out the Savage Summer Blueprint. You guys can check that out below if you want to get some guidance with your nutrition. All right, number three, volume foods and full not fat strategy. All right, so a lot of people are focused on they eat too much fat, they eat too much carbs, and really they're eating foods that aren't high in volume, that are high in calories, right? So if you eat a Snicker, right, you eat a little Snicker, that's 500 calories, 400 calories, and just a little bit, right? Versus that would be like a whole watermelon or a whole melon, right? Try to eat 2,000 calories of kale or spinach or carrots or even strawberries or watermelon, right? Fruits have higher sugar, so you want to be careful with too much fruits because even too much fruit will make you fat, right? Vegetables, you're probably not going to go over on spinach. I'm telling you. All right. So, you want to eat higher volume, okay? Protein and carbs and even healthy fats are more condensed, right, than fruits and vegetables, right? But it's more volume. You'll be more satisfied with a steak than you will just eating a cheeseburger from McDonald's or In-N-Out or Carl's Jr. or a restaurant, right? So you want to focus on higher volume foods, and how you're going to do that. My recommendation for you guys is, of course, number one, focus on whole foods, but eat a lot of vegetables. It's going to keep you full, right? Eat a huge salad with every meal. If you guys are starving on your diet, get more vegetables in. Broccoli, kale, carrots, tomatoes, spinach, lettuce, Romaine lettuce. More volume is going to keep you full. Watermelon, you can do fruits as well. Watermelon's a good one. All right. Number four, daily movement and the cardio code. All right. So for all of my clients, a part of the Savage Tribe and my one-on-one coaching program, you know this. If you guys are interested, you can click the link below to learn more about that. But when I shredded 23 pounds in the month of May before leaving for my cruise, I was walking 15 to 20,000 steps a day. So the number one thing I recommend for all of you guys, even if you can't hit the gym, even if you don't do body weight workouts, even if you don't have all the time, is increase your step count. Check your step count and increase it. Everyone should be doing bare minimum 10,000 steps a day. That's male and female. That's even if you're not even trying to lose weight. That's just general health, right? Most men need to be pushing that up towards 15,000 steps a day. And if you're really looking to accelerate your fat loss, you need to be doing 15,000 steps minimum and push that towards 20. I guarantee you will drop so much fat way faster. So go for 15,000 steps a day. And if you can, push it towards 20. I've done it every single time. I get minimum 15,000 steps a day, and it keeps me lean year round. Other than that, cardio, right? You should be doing cardio, all of you guys, for heart health, right? You want to have a strong libido, sex life. You want to be healthy. You want to have cognition, mental clarity. You guys want to have a lot of energy. You guys want to live a long life, a healthy life, and also stay lean. Cardio is the way. So I recommend sprints once a week and or hit cardio. That's high intensity, right? You can do 1 minute. It's just a 1-to-1 ratio. So 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Sprint. 1 minute on, 1 minute off. It could be 4 minutes on, 4 minutes off. But the whole process is it's a sprint. You can't breathe or you can't talk. It's all out. You're going all out for 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Again, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. I recommend repeating at least 4 times, all the way up to 10. Do that once a week. Other than that, zone two cardio is where you can still have a conversation, but it's not comfortable. It's like an incline on a treadmill, a stair climber, going on a hike. It's like a light jog. Again, you can still have a conversation, but it's difficult. It's uncomfortable. You want to be doing at least three 30-minute sessions a week. I would encourage more, but for you guys starting, go aim for three 30-minute sessions a week. All right, guys, and that's going to help you shred fat. We're not even talking about, building muscle or anything like that. Okay, number five, sleep, water, and the forgetting fat burners. All right, guys. So, sleep and water. If you're not drinking enough water, your body's going to hold on to fat. It's going to hold on to water weight, right? You want to be drinking half a gallon to 1 gallon of water a day. Again, half a gallon to 1 gallon of water a day. Number two, sleep. When you don't get enough sleep, your body raises its cortisol levels. Cortisol levels are your stress hormone. When your stress hormone is raised, your body doesn't want to build muscle, it doesn't want to recover, and it doesn't want to lose body fat. It's going to hold on to that body fat as a survival mechanism. Again, when you don't get enough sleep, it raises your cortisol levels and you're not going to lose body fat. So, all of you guys need to sleep minimum 7 hours, 7 hours a night, preferably 8 hours plus, right? If you're going to get 7 hours, you need to be in bed for eight. If you're going to get 8 hours of sleep, you're probably going to need to be in bed for nine. All right. So definitely prioritize sleep. Okay. Number six, discipline equals freedom, right? I highly recommend all of you guys either start doing cold plunges or cold showers in the morning. I do a cold shower every single morning. I have a cold plunge right here. We did it with the Life Mastery, again, a 5,000 event I did with Tony Robbins. We did the cold plunge. That's why I bought this thing for like $100. I still haven't had the time to set it up, but I'm going to do it here soon. But the bare minimum, all of you guys, if you can't do a cold plunge or don't want to, you can do a cold shower, 1 to 2 minutes. There's a lot of health benefits. It's going to help build your discipline, most importantly. All right, number seven, you need to shift your identity, right? You need to shift your identity from I'm somebody trying to lose weight to I'm somebody who's training for a marathon or training to lose weight. Switch trying for training. Switch trying for training. Again, switch trying for training and begin to view yourself, visualize, and practice affirmations that I am an athlete. I am healthy. I am fit. I am sexy. I am confident. I switch your identity, you will switch your reality. You need to wire that through affirmations, through visualization. Over time, you need to begin to identify yourself as a different individual. Me personally, I am an athlete. I am an athlete. I've been an athlete ever since I was a basketball superstar in high school, right? I've been a fit and healthy coach ever since I became a personal trainer over 6 years ago, right? A fit and healthy coach. So begin to shift your identity and you will shift your reality. For all of you guys watching this, if you you want to become a savage, you want to become the 2.0 most sexiest, confident version of you, begin to shift your identity into that savage, badass motherfucker. All right, guys. Bonus. All right, so this is what you guys been waiting for. This is the two hacks, the three hacks. I'm gonna give you three quick hacks to help you accelerate becoming that savage, badass motherfucker, that sexy, confident summer shred version of yourself. Number one is doing 24-hour fasts or even longer. Right? I do a 20 anytime I just went to Disneyland with my family here like 2 weeks ago, and I did a 24-hour fast. I did two 24-hour fasts after that. There's a lot of health benefits, cleansing, detoxing the body. But when it comes to accelerating your fat loss, a 24-hour fast or even a 36-hour fast is a powerful tool in your tool belt to help you become that savage motherfucker and get summer shredded. All right. So definitely implement 24, 36, or 48-hour fasts to help you accelerate your fat loss. Number two, very valuable. And I did that when I dropped 24 pounds in May before I went on my cruise. I was doing some fasts. I think I did two 24-hour fasts. It lowers your insulin levels. It lowers your cravings for fast food, burgers, fries, all the bullshit, all the bull crap. It lowers your cravings for that. Okay. Number two is doing a cleanse and a detox. All right. I did a cleanse. Again, this is a $5,000 event I did with Tony Robbins. It's called Life Mastery. Life Mastery. Um, I'm part of the bigger program, so I didn't have to pay the full 5K. I paid 2,500 for to go to this event specifically. It's a 5-day event, and one thing we do is a 5-day cleanse. That's where you're eating nothing but organic fruits and vegetables for 5 days. Again, nothing but organic fruits and vegetables for 5 days. So if you guys want to try this, it doesn't need to be 5 days. You can do it for 1, 2, 3, 5. Do it as long as you can, right? But it's going to help you detox and cleanse your body of all the bull crap you've had from commercial milk, from fast food, from toxins from the air, from the water you drink, from all the food that you eat. It's going to help to do that. And you're going to have a different relationship with food. You're going to have a different perspective with food, right? And a lot of other benefits. But I dropped 7 pounds in the 5 days. Again, I dropped 7 pounds in the 5 days doing the 5-day cleanse. So, guys, again, consult your doctors depending on where you're at with your health. But doing a 1 to 5 day cleanse where you eat nothing but fruits and vegetables can be very beneficial for you. Number three, lastly, is a shred protocol I do with my Savage Tribe. Again, you guys can click the link below if you want to learn more about that. And I also do it with my one-on-one Savage training. That's where you work with me one-on-one on your mindset, your habits, your fitness and health goals, dropping body fat, becoming that sexy, badass, confident version of yourself. I do a lot with them. Is this protocol 1 to 2, maybe 3 days a week max, right? You do nothing but lean protein and vegetables. So you're eating lean chicken, lean turkey, lean beef, right? You're doing that 1 to 3 days a week. Don't do it too long because you're having no carbs, basically no carbs and no fat. No carbs and no fat. Going no fat is not good for your libido. It's not good for your testosterone. It's not good for your brain health. But you can do it for 1 or 2 days, no problem. Okay. You can do it for 1 or 2 days, no problem. It's going to help you get shredded way faster. Again, when I dropped 23 pounds in the month of May before my cruise, I did this 1 to 2 days a week. Maybe sometimes I do three. I would go just lean protein and vegetables. So lean chicken and kale, lean beef, 93% lean beef and broccoli, lean tuna, fish, and vegetables, right? You're just going lean meats and vegetables. You can do it 1 to 2 days a week is what I would recommend if you're looking to accelerate becoming that savage, sexy, confident, badass version of yourself and lose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. Just my client Alex, in the last 6 weeks working with me on my one-on-one Savage training program, he's dropped 18 pounds in the last 6 weeks. Again, 18 pounds in the last 6 weeks. That's over 2.5 pounds a week, mainly from increasing the step count, following the meal plan, and now he's been doing the 24-hour fast once a week. Again, guys, drop in the comments below. Drop in the comments below what the main value takeaway you got from this podcast and what you're going to take action on because knowledge without action means nothing. Guys, I've read hundreds and hundreds of books. I've invested over $100,000 into mentorship. I've worked with different business coaches from Eric Thomas. I'm a certified extreme execution with Eric Thomas. I'm a part of this $20,000 program I'm paying for with Tony Robbins. I worked with Wes Watson. I worked with Bedros. I've worked with Brandon Carter. You name it. I've invested over $100,000 into mentorship. I've read hundreds of books, and I'll tell you one major lesson is if you don't take action on the things that you learn, you will not see the fruits of your labor, right? From all my Christian brothers, right? What we believe, right? The Holy Bible. I've read this theme 3 times. Holy Jesus, right? It says, "Without by their fruits you shall know their work," right? You like your fruits. You're not going to get fruits if you don't work, right? You're not going to get no fruits if you don't put in the action, right? So drop in the comments below what's your main action, your main takeaway. What are you going to take action on? Because I promise you guys, this is a technique. You need to write down. If you want to increase retention in your brain by 28%, you write what you learn. So right now, I encourage you guys to journal what you've learned and drop in the comments below what your main action step is. And also, it's called the consistency bias, right? Psychology here, mindset, consistency bias. What you proclaim in public, you are more likely, way more persuaded more likely to actually follow through with because you made a public announcement. So drop in the comments below your main takeaway and what you're going to take action on. Guys, also check out below if you're interested in joining the Savage Tribe, right? Right now it's only $150 a month to join. You get custom nutrition and workouts, access to my app, you get the private community. We do 2 weekly group calls, right? The Savage Tribe, can learn about that below if you want to work with me one-on-one for personal branding or online coaching mentorship, or just work with me one-on-one for life transformation, Savage training, one-on-one for fitness and health, personal development, mindset. Again, you guys can schedule a call with me below or apply for one of my programs below. Other than that, guys, please like, and share this video. Don't be selfish. Share it with as many family and friends, coworkers, clients, as many people as possible so we make the greatest impact. That's what the Savage Tribe is all about. The Savage Nation is all about is we're not about being mediocre. Right, we're about not being average, but being savage. Right, that's what all 3 of my programs for, and that's what the free content's for. The savage, you're not going to be overweight. The average is overweight. Savage is being ripped and sexy, being the healthiest, most confident, energized version of yourself. Average is being broke. That's why I do my online branding, online coaching mentorship. We're not about that. That's why it's all about building healthy habits, discipline, motivation, the right mindset, personal development, the right fitness, the right health, the right nutrition, the most energy. We're not being average, but we're being savage. This is a movement. This is the Savage Nation. So please share this with as many family, friends, coworkers as possible. Don't be selfish and keep it to yourself. Spread the love so they can get summer shredded. They can become savage. They can get ripped. They can lose the body fat as well. All right, guys, please like, because the YouTube algorithm is not just about my subscribers anymore or subscribers anymore. It's about engagement. So please like, please drop the comment below what your main action step is, guys. That's valuable for you because it helps retention and it's a public announcement and you're more likely to follow through with it. Again, knowledge without action is meaningless. Knowledge without action is meaningless. So drop in the comments below what you're going to take action on. Yeah, share this video. Click the links below if you're interested in joining the Savage Tribe or any of my coaching programs, or just connect with me on Facebook and Instagram. That's where I'm most active, is Facebook and Instagram. Other than that, guys, it's your boy DC, Devin Kripe. God bless you. Much love. I love you guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Savage Nation, we're out. Peace. God bless. Let's go.